Welcome back to the Ferris Sports Update. Joined now by the head coach of Ferris State Hockey, Bob Daniels. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Good to be here.
Well, the Bulldogs finish up in the WCHA tournament's first round, back-to-back losses on the road at Bowling Green State, but a team that, after a slow start to the season, 13-11-4 record if you take away that opening stretch there, and not a bad finish, especially the second half of the year.
No, it wasn't, and you're right. The season, I think we started off 0-7-1, and it was really a tough start. But I give our seniors an awful lot of credit. We only had 4 of them, but they provided a ton of leadership, and no one hit the panic button. And as you said, we turned it from an 0-7-1 to go in 13-11-4. And so, you know, I think it's a testament to the guys that they were able to stay together and pull together. And while the season ended earlier than we would have liked it to, there was still plenty of positives throughout the year.
We go into the playoffs. You guys are playing well. You got a win and a tie at Lake Superior State, but before that, you guys have been winning hockey games. You starting to play your best hockey of the year, and maybe going into the playoffs, did you feel like you were in a good position to make a run?
Well, I did, and I really liked the way we were playing. I believe the last 10 games we were 6-3-1 going into the playoffs. We right down to the last weekend, we had a chance for home ice down to the last game. Another upper division finish for us. It's 4 years in a row now that we've been in the conference. We finished in the top half of the conference standings. And I felt we were poised to make a really good run in the playoffs. And I told the team on Saturday morning of the playoff series against Bowling Green that I felt if we won that game, we were going to win the Broadmoor Cup. I thought we'd be able to retain it, defend it, if you will. It wasn't to be, but I felt that good about the team. And you know, tough pill to swallow losing, but it's in particular, last game, guys played very, very well.
We take a look at the highlights now. First game against Bowling Green in the postseason last weekend. And the first period, it was very physical, but you guys came out and actually played a pretty solid period, if not for 2 goals by Bowling Green here to go ahead 2-1 into the locker room.
Yeah, we did. We came out and played very well. Here you can see our goaltender lost track where the puck was, and you know, ended up leaving a rebound out there for him. We had a chance early on. You saw the breakaway by Peffley. Here's a goal that just about came right off the backboards. You'll see it hit the backboard, spring out, and their guy was able to knock it in. The guy took a 5-minute major there, hit from behind, and we went on the power play, cut the lead to 2-1 going in, and I felt very good coming out for the second period because in actuality we had we grade scoring chances, and we had 8 scoring chances to their 3 in the first period. So while we came out down 2-1, I thought we were carrying the play in the game.
Now, not carrying the play at this point, here come the Falcons. They're going to put home a bunch in the second period and open the floodgates for a 6-1 game-1 victory. But when you get into this, when you get into games like that, you know, these games just happen from time to time where they come away with a big win like this. But
Harrison, I don't know how to explain the second period of ours.
Strange.
Maybe the worst period of hockey we played since the start of the year, and we just it came out of nowhere because we had played so well in the first period. And I think the goal that really hurt there was the third goal they scored to go up 3-1. You know, it was really a kind of a poor turnover in the neutral zone breakaway, and they scored. But you know, it shouldn't have happened. I thought we were playing that well, and we played well in the third period of that game. It just, boy, that second period was lousy.
When you go to game 2, you guys end up going down early in the hockey game, but you guys made a big fight to get back in it in game 2 here and fighting for your playoff lives as we take a look back at the highlights now. They get an early one, but it seemed like you guys were in the hockey game all the way through.
Oh, we were, and we were playing well. We were, I believe, going into the third down 2-1, but we were playing really well, and we kept battling. You know, you can see a couple of their goals here early. For them to go up 2-0, but then, you know, we keep battling, we keep fighting our way back, and you know, here's one that almost snuck in, but you're going to see where we'll end up taking a lead in the third period, 3-2.
Going into the second period here, the Falcons on the power play and just cycling around, able to put one in on a rebound chance by Mercier, and they go up 2-0.
Yeah, here it's a 5-on-3 power play for them, and I think it was about a minute 45 of a 5-on-3, and we got it down to 5 seconds. And we might even have had our guy sneak out of the box right before they scored, so that was a tough one. But I do give our guys a ton of credit here. In the midway through the second, we cut the lead to 2-1. Great finish by Mitch Maloney. Before you and I got on the air, we were talking about he really had a solid year for us.
Here you're going to tie the game up. Jason Tackett squeezes one right by Chris Nell, and you're all even at 2-2.
Yeah, really nice power play goal. Good job by Tackett to finish that off. Really good pass by Drew Durantes, and it was good for us to get a power play goal here. Now we take a 3-2 lead with about 7 minutes to go in the game. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, we've got it. And, they call us on a 5-minute major hit from behind there. I didn't see it in the game. As I watched on a video, personally, I would have called that a 2 minutes max, but they went up on the 5-minute power play, and they ended up scoring twice on the power play to take a lead.
Gets fought all the way to the end here, but the Falcons get an empty net goal, make it 5-3, and move on to the second round. Falcons subsequently just this weekend moved on to the WCHA championship game, and they're making themselves a run. The 4 seed for the second straight year is in the WCHA championship game. You were in that position a year ago, and teams can just get hot in the playoffs and take off.
Well, yeah, and for us last year it was a thing where, yeah, we finished 4th. We were the 4th seed going in, but we felt really good. I mean, we were on an upward climb, and we were this year too. And I thought we were poised. And you look at Bemidji, and I felt like they were vulnerable. That's why I felt so good about the fact that if I felt we win Saturday, we would win Game 3 against Bowling Green. Just because of the way the series was going, I felt we were, if it was an arm wrestling contest, we were slowly winning that contest. Then I thought Bemidji State, they had to use up so much emotional energy to win the league title, the regular season title, and we've been there ourselves. And it takes a lot out of a team because you can't let your foot off the gas. But I felt like they were in a position where they were beatable. Give Bowling Green a lot of credit. Now they're 4-0 in the playoffs, and it's a one-game championship up at Michigan Tech this weekend. Should be a heck of a hockey game.
Number of players signing professional deals since the season ended, and you take a look at the 3 of them that have, between Ryan Lowney, Jared Van Wormer, Gerald Mayhew, and guys that did so much for your program on the ice especially. What does it mean that these guys are going to get recognized at the professional level?
Well, what I'm more excited about is that all 4 are on track to graduate, all 4 of our seniors. And, the 3, Lowney and Van Wormer and Mayhew are all going to graduate, and so that's great. And, they're in a position in schooling here where they're up on their studies. Chad McDonald has elected to wait. He's going to play in Europe next year, and so he's just going to finish up the school year. But he will graduate at that time too, and I'm very proud. All of them above a 3.5 grade point average, and those are the things I'm most excited about. I'm glad they're playing some pro hockey, and I'm glad they're pursuing their dream, but I'm more excited about the fact that they came out of Ferris State University with a really quality degree.
That'll wrap it up for the Ferris Sports Update. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode.